Here's just an update on my last video. Just did the top coat in the last video, and I've just removed all the plastic. I think in the last video I had a lot of plastic all around the engine bay and everything. I've put in the radiator support panel. Had that sandblasted and painted in KBS, satin black. New mounts for the radiator. The radiator is the one I had years ago. It's still in excellent condition. Painted that in gloss black. Put the hoses on, top and bottom. Just got to buy some heater core hoses. I'll put the heater core on. New radiator support mounts. Haven't done them up yet because I've got to get everything in line. New idler arms. Sorry, not idler arms. The new tie rods, tire ends, drag link, idler. That's a Pedder's one, not an original Holden one. I'll show you that one in a minute. That one's an aftermarket one, and it's a lot longer lasting. They don't wear out. The drag link and the tie rod. Steering column's being put back in. It was all reconditioned in one of my early videos. Drain pipes being put back in. They're the original ones. You can buy them for about $60. Resto country, but mine were in pretty good condition, so I've just glued them back in. Sealed up the plate to the firewall. I will have to drop this and get down a little bit again later to connect up the ignition switch. The glove box area's all been sprayed in satin black. Here's one of the vents I've just cleaned up. I've just ordered some new seals. You can buy them. They're about $12 a pair. Place in Narrow, I think it's called NOS Spares, NOS Spares. I've sandblasted the headlight bases, which I'm going to put on soon. I'd also bought a brand new, I'm going to paint them satin black. Bought a little kit, new springs and adjusters and everything. And the stainless steel surrounds for the headlights, I just gave them a bit of a polish. I am going to buff the paint eventually. I'll let it dry and harden for a bit longer. It's got a little bit of orange peel, as you can see. Not too bad off the gun, but I'm pretty fussy, so I want it a lot shinier than that. In these areas here though, I won't be buffing it. That's fairly good for these type of areas. But on the cowls and that, I want that all buffed. And the roof, and the rear quarter panels. Yeah, they come up pretty straight though, I can't complain too much. I won't be buffing these areas either. It's just inside the doors. It's not really a show car or anything, but it's come up pretty good. So yeah, it's back on the ground. So now I can move it in and out the garage. Now I've just got my old dragway indies that I'm using to push it around. The old Yokohama tyres. The old A008s, which you can't buy anymore. But I used to do a bit of super sprints and hill climbs with the car. That's why I had these tyres on it. Next job will be to do the guards. The guard up there, and I've already done the inner guards in satin black. These springs are 2-inch lowered. I've got the car at the moment. It will go a little bit lower because they've still got to put the windows in, doors and boot and everything. Put the clutch linkages in. They're all working fine except I just scrape the exhaust when I pull them on, or when I push the pedal in. But I think I'm going to have to lift up the engine and move the mounts across a little bit just to make it a bit more clearance. I've just put the distributor in. It's a standard distributor, but it's just got an electronic conversion that I did years ago. You can see it's got the different distributor cap. Right. That's it all in there, ready to go. I've still got to put a lot more to it. There's no wiring or anything connected at the moment.